Hello everybody and welcome back to our cooperative multiplayer. So we are currently in the midst of a fairly challenging cultivation job. Basically we're waiting for a bigger cultivator to pop up in the cell, but it's probably not going to happen in the next 12 hours. So I think we've decided we are just going to drill what we've already cultivated, but we hope that very, very soon we're going to get another cultivator pop up in the sale. That would be really good. So anyway, we don't yet have a yard either, so we're going to have to get a yard built as well at some stage. But let's just get our first field drilled and fertilised. We probably should actually put this bigger tractor on the drill. This is our biggest horsepower wise, so that would be handy, but we don't yet have any seed, so we're going to have to go over to the store to get some seed as well. And yeah, we've been reading the comments. Thank you everybody who has left a comment and a suggestion. So basically we've come to the conclusion that we need to run a vote because there is this mod which basically puts loads more machinery in the cell, but it doesn't just put a load more machinery in the cell. It actually has a much better system for the amount of discount you get. So if it's something really, really new with low hours and no damage, it's only going to be like 5% off, maybe 10% if you're very lucky. But if it's something which is really worn out, you're going to get a much, much better percentage off, and it's going to be more manageable that way. So it's just going to be a much more realistic way of buying used machinery. But we won't get it if there is not a majority vote for it. So it needs to be at least 50% for yes. Yes, you should get this mod. And yeah, I think it puts 50. I think there's 50. Like you know, currently has only like 4 in the vehicle sale, and they're all like 50 or 60% off. But that would change a lot. I think there would be 50 roughly in that sale, and the percentages would be much more realistic. You may well get something which is only 5% off because it's very new with low hours. So anyway, what we need to do is get some seed, which is not in that category. It's actually better to get the pallets, isn't it? Pallets, pallets, pallets. There we go. Now, we don't have money to burn here, but at the same time, we're covering quite a good area. Let's just buy one. Let's see how far that goes. I don't think we'll be able to put even one full pallet into this drill. I'd be very surprised. This is just our starting off drill, but it's not bad working with. Oh, if only we had a pallet fork. I don't know if we've got a pallet fork, actually. I know we've got a grab. Yes, we do have a pallet fork, don't we? We do. So I should really swap over. Yes, we do. It's somewhere back at the farm. This is why we need a yard, which is nicely organised so we can actually see what we're doing. But anyway, let's just start off by getting some canola in the ground. Yeah, come to think of it, actually, we should be okay with one pallet because it is canola, so a little seed goes a very long way. And that would be very different if we were doing wheat, barley, oats, that sort of crop. So yeah, obviously we need to get this done, and then Chainsaw can do the fertilising. But we are running precision farming, and we realised, yeah, without that mod, which puts more machinery in the cell, the chances of getting the soil sampler to actually sample the soil for proper applications of fertiliser and herbicide, they're quite slim. And when we went onto here, we couldn't find a way of actually just paying for a sample because they're not real fields like a normal map. So we do need a sampler, and I suppose the only way of getting one would be if one came up in the sale. But yeah, more so with the mod, which puts more stuff in. So yeah, it's interesting. So this year, obviously, we're going without any sampling at all. I thought I was on the bigger tractor there for a minute, but no, the bigger tractor is the one which can clear the forest ground. So we should actually have steering assist, despite the age of these machines. Well, it worked in the previous episode. If I can't get up the hill, we will have to swap tractors. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure... Well, we did. I remember the lines. Well, we'll just have to see if they appear at some stage, because steering assist would be very handy. Very handy. But anyway, I'm going to make a start here. As you can see, Chainsaw is just making this as big as possible. But chances are we will actually get all this area ready for next harvest. It's just we won't get it done with a winter crop, it will be a spring crop. Well, a slight change of plan now. I've put my log on the trailer, and chainsaw is now doing the drilling, because yeah, I don't know why, but there is such a massive difference in performance. Like, well, I do know why. It's obvious, there's a horsepower difference, but for the amount of difference in horsepower, it is amazing what the actual result is. This one must be 70, is it 70 something? And the other one is 102. So I suppose, yeah, it's a big difference, but at the same time, 70 something or 60 something horsepower is pretty impressive for a little tractor like that. Anyway, I have seen that there is a 4-wheel drive version of one of these. So if one of them pops up in the used machinery sale, we'll have to get it. We'll have to sell this one and replace this one with that one. But yeah, what are the odds? Who knows? Hopefully I can pick up this one, and I'm just going to put as many logs onto there as possible. But this is I think it's a 600, it is a 600 kilogram weight, and it's not really making much of a difference. So this is one heavy, well, broken off trunk. Snapped because it's rotten, or it got hit by lightning. Who knows? But anyway, let's get one more tree for this load. That looks good. That looks very good. Deadwood, I'm sort of put off by deadwood because I don't think it's worth a great deal, although I think it's possibly worth more if you just cut it down outside of a contract. But yeah, I may be wrong about that. I know these living trees are guaranteed to be good. Right, that's probably going to be enough for this load. So I'll just continue. These surely won't be as heavy though. There was something about that other one. Extremely heavy. So yeah, the plan is to drill the section that we have got ready with canola. I don't even know if it is actually worth bothering with the fertilizer. I don't know if it'll even register if you haven't sampled. So that could be a waste of fertilizer. But after that, we're going to sleep and we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's going to be interesting, but I wouldn't hold your breath. I wouldn't say there's going to be anything that we need at all. It would be nice. But it's all part of the challenge. It is difficult. This is very difficult. Ooh. Well, that went slightly better than I was hoping. I could... Yeah, I was going to say I could keep it up there, but it would be a little bit precarious above your head when you're driving. Let's try again. Oh. Right, you stay there. Yep. If I can unstrap. Perfect, okay. So yeah, we'll just get as many on here as possible, and I'll see you over at the sawmill. Let's hope for some good money.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
You know, this kind of reminds me of Farmer's Dynasty. I don't know why. I actually really like that game. It might just be the tractor I'm using, but yeah. Driving long distances across brush just gives me that memory. Hopefully the second game will come out fairly soon. I don't know when it's going to be, but looking forward to it. Right, okay, so how much is it going to be? Well, can't complain. Better than nothing. So, actually, yeah, one of those trees was probably rotten anyway, so that sort of makes sense for it to be less than 10,000. But we now have pretty much 20,000. It's pretty much 20. So if we do get a bigger cultivator when we rest, then we should be able to afford it. But we can quite easily just get more wood sold if we need to. We're going to go and see how Chainsaw's getting on, because the sooner we can get into October, the better. He is almost done in this section. So at the very least, and this really is the very least, we're going to have a field of canola, but we're going to probably get all this done as well before summer with spring cropping. It's going to come down to whether or not a bigger cultivator does crop up. But yeah, he's pretty much there. And for anybody wondering, our farm name is Chainwin and Dagsaw. You'll never guess why. So as I did have a few minutes there, I have managed to cut down a few of those dead trees. I did cut down a beech tree, but when I was trimming all the branches off it, for some reason the whole tree just vanished, which was really disappointing, because it looked really good. It looked like it was worth a fortune. Maybe, with my clumsiness, I had the lumberjack mod active, possibly, so maybe I did actually delete the tree. But I think that's going to do it for now, because Chainsaw is back. So let's just go and sell what we have here. And who knows, maybe we'll get 6,000 again, although that might be pushing it. But if we do, it's going to be nice. If we can get about 25,000 in total, that would be a good position to be at. Here we are. Right, so I'm going to say 6,000 again, so I think the bank account will be showing 25 something. That's what I hope anyway. Well, that's close enough. So yeah, it was just less than that, but it's still not bad. Right, so I'll go and catch up with Chainsaw. Wonder how well this tractor can pull the drill. Well, downhill it's obviously going to be easier. But uphill, yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to. But this is already a really good sized field. And I have stolen the drill. But yeah, let's just see. Because the funny thing is, this tractor is about 50 horsepower. So it's less than the other Ford. But, well, so far, it's performing better. And I think steering assist, I think the reason why it wasn't working is because Chainsaw was cultivating. Is he still in the field? Because it kept coming on and going off. That's weird. I don't know. But once we do have properly established fields, I'm sure it will work fine. Okay, the field is done. So, let's sleep. We have nowhere to sleep, except for under a tree or on a tractor, so I'm going to just sleep on here. And I will see you in the morning. Oh, it's a full moon. Well, good morning everybody. We're starting early because I couldn't sleep. Chainsaw was snoring. But it's looking good in the field, but bad in the used machinery sale. This is the problem with only having a few things appearing. So there is a subsoiler, and that's not really much use to us at all. It's only 3 to 4 meters, depending on which one you go for. Which isn't really much bigger than what we have now in a cultivator. And it's much more difficult to pull. But yeah, there we go. As you can see, we do have a canola crop. So that's something. That's really good. It does have weeds in it. If we had had a weeder in the sale, that would have been something. It's going to be easy to forget that we're not allowed to just go into the store and buy whatever we want. It has to be in the used machinery sale. Used machinery only. So this is quite a challenge. This means that we can't really do anything else here. So we might be better off just getting some more trees chopped down, and then if we do get the mod added for the next episode, maybe we'll get a bigger cultivator and we can do the rest of this. So yeah, we just need to get as much money made as possible from trees. And well, there are several locations which are suitable for a yard, but as we are clearing trees from here, maybe this is another potential location to put the yard. It doesn't bother me, it's a good central location. So we'll cut that. There's a smaller branch there. And we are just going to load up the trailers and we'll see how much we can make. These are very small. These really small ones can just go into the sided tray, the one with the sides. I also don't enjoy picking up these tiny things. They're very tricky. There we go. That's quite a big one. Whoops. I can cut it. That should assist. Very good. Yeah, but this area, this could be a yard. There is a slight incline, so that is a bit of a negative. We'll probably run a vote on it at some stage.
We can fight all day and make love at night, 'cause we always figure it out, don't we? Yeah. And we're like the waves on a big blue stormy sea. We're a little messed up, baby, kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, but then we get back up again. Yeah, we're a little messed up, baby, it's never getting boring when we keep aiming for the stars, just you and me. We always get back up again. You and me, baby, you and me. You always leave me wanting more, baby, you and me, we're like the perfect storm, and you know that I can't get enough of you, no. Yeah, we're a little messed up, baby, kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, and then we always get back up again. We're a little messed up, baby, kinda up and down, and we keep falling till we hit the ground, but then we get back up again. Yeah, we're a little messed up, baby, it's never getting boring when we keep aiming for the stars, just you and me. We always get back up again. You and me.
Right, clearing this area very nicely now. It's like it's naturally going to become the yard, but it would require some leveling, which I think we can afford. That's not my concern at all. It doesn't seem too tricky to get the money. Right, I'm going to cut that one there for chainsaw. And yeah, it happened again to me. It's trying to delete the tree really easily. You can see the red line that keeps appearing. I don't know why, but it is doing. So I just need to keep spamming left mouse button instead of just holding it down. Okay. Did I delete it? No, good. So I'll cut the end off, pick that up, and pop it into my trailer over here. Starting to go dark again. And yeah, we'll see what... Well, we might go into November today, it depends. We'll have to see. Not going terribly well there. I could trim it, but is it worth it? This is when we need 2 tractors that can lift that sort of thing. We're ready. We're ready to go. So I've got some pretty heavy ones in here, but they're mostly little offcuts that I can pick up with the, well, by hand. And Chasew's got some much bigger ones. And I think combined, this should be quite good money. Should be. That's nice, isn't it? We've got the birds, and then we've got the sunset, and then the moon. Beautiful. But here we are. Let's get our first payment. This one I'm going to guess is about 7,000. Oh, I always overdo it, don't I? In that case, chainsaws must be 7,000. Must be. He's got some big logs on there. And branches. And he's crashed into their wood saw. I think we get a deduction for that. Yeah, there we go. 7,038. So, yeah, look at our money. £38,000. But, look at the used machinery sales. Nothing at all that we need. Obviously, there's things we want, but not anything we need. So let's get back to the farm. And we'll see what it's looking like, although it's pretty dark now. Trying to race chainsaw, but it's not going well. So in just 3 hours time we will have more updates on the used machinery. 20 minutes, and there we go. So what have we got? Oh, good grief. Yeah, no cultivators. It's always things that would be nice to have, but it's certainly not possible to have. We actually could buy the drill, but it would be silly because we just don't need that right now. So, yeah. Anyway, the vote is down below. There is a link in the description. Please do check it out. It's also now raining, but hopefully you enjoyed the episode. It could have progressed faster if we'd had another cultivator, but it hasn't appeared. So there's nothing we can do. We can't just go into the store and buy one. Thanks for watching, everybody. This lighting is rather spooky. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.